What's up, guys? It's Toad back with you with Better Off Dead, or actually, this is Bald on the Better Off Dead channel with Clint Russell from Liberty Lockdown.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
Clint is back, baby. What's up, Clint?
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped, man. My Padres are crushing. My Lakers are looking like they got a decent shot at a run here. Everything's good. Chargers will be back. You know, we're feeling good. Southern Florida, San Diego sports fans unite.
Wait, Southern Florida? What? Southern California, right? Well, that's what I was going to ask you because I think a lot of people.
I'm saying I live in Southern Florida, so.
Oh, you do, yeah. A lot of people probably don't know just because on Tower Game we don't really talk sports. You don't really on Liberty Lockdown. So I mean, I have a sports show, so everybody knows Boston this, Boston that. But you grew up on the other side of the coast,
the West Coast,
the other side of the country, I should say, the other coast.
Yeah, the West Coast, the best coast, baby. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in San Diego, spent 35 years there, loved it. Obviously, Newsom ruined it, so I had to flee. But I was basically born into being a Padres, Chargers, Lakers fan because we didn't have a basketball team, and the Lakers were the closest team. So,
right.
Yeah, I mean, I have like a perfect mix because the Padres have been perennial losers, the Chargers have been perennial losers, and the Lakers have been perennial winners. So it's a good balance. Not all sports fans have that, like Cleveland has just losers across the board. Or at least, I guess, the Indians, did they win recently? I don't know. I don't think so. I think they actually did, or they either did or they lost in the World Series. Yeah, it was close. I don't know.
They were the ones that lost to the Cubs, I think, right? Ending the Cubs streak. Yeah, I think that was right. I'm losing my mind, man. You'd think me with my autism, I would remember that, but I really don't even remember. So, yeah. So you want to talk the NBA playoffs, what we have going on here? Well, I had you on before, and we did talk about it, but we made like really early predictions about what we thought was going to happen. And now we pretty much know what the playoff structure is. And I was like, hey, let's do this on Friday night. But the only games that are left right now are basically like we're determining who the 8 seed is now because we know who the 7 seeds are. So like the 8 seeds, it's not going to matter who they are. Like, let's be honest about that.
No, they're going to get ignited by OKC and the Celtics. So, it's the Cavs, right?
It's the Cavs. Yeah. So, I mean, I could bring up the bracket here. We do have the bracket right here on ESPN. This is the NBA playoff bracket with only the 8 seeds left to be determined. And I have to root for the Miami Heat right now, which is the game that's on right now because I have money on it. So I'm a degenerate, man. So you want to just go?
It's Heat versus who right now?
Chicago Bulls. So the way
I think the Bulls will probably pull that out.
It is in Chicago. So the way that these play-ins work is that the 7s played the 8s. Like the teams that were 7th and 8th in the conference, they played already last night, and the 7s both won. So the winner of those games immediately gets the 7th seed in the tournament.
Dude, and I gotta say though, barely both 7s won. The Warriors should have lost that game. That was a great game.
Well, I bet on the Warriors, and the Warriors did have like a 20-point lead in that game.
No, I
know. They were winning by double digits in the third quarter, and they imploded.
Yeah, but like it was awesome to watch. I mean, they came charging back.
It was close, yeah.
And then they lost Ja for a couple plays. He rolled his ankle, looked like he was done for a couple games, and then he's back in the fourth. It was an awesome game, really fun.
Yeah, and I'm not awesome for my wallet, but that was the more crazy ending because the other game, the Magic,
did they not cover the spread?
No, they missed by 2 points.
Oh, okay.
Or, well, depending on what number you got. I got a bad number on it, too. I suck right now. I'm doing real bad after I had a nice little hot streak. I'm on a nice slump again. The slump continues. And Orlando beat Atlanta, which was pretty expected as well, and that was not very close. So Orlando got the 7s. They will be playing my Boston Celtics, and I'm going to game 1 on Sunday.
Yeah, I had both those picks right, but I expected I expected the Magic to do them in pretty easily. I honestly thought that the Warriors would probably do better than they did. When they were up by 20, it seemed like, all right, yeah, this seems about right. And then the Grizz came flying back. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Going to be an interesting series. Anyways, you want to get into the round 1?
Well, yeah, and then the way the play-ins are going to work now is that the teams that lost yesterday get another chance at it. So the 8 seeds going into this thing get to play again. So Memphis will play the winner of who's even playing in the way Dallas and Sacramento. Memphis will get another shot at the winner of that game. That would be at Memphis because Memphis is the higher seed. And then the winner of Bulls Heat here, which is being hosted in Chicago, will play Atlanta at Atlanta. And
here, let's break down Dallas Sec, because I think,
right.
Obviously I have a lot of bias because I'm a huge fan of Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is healthy. Anthony Davis is playing well. The city of Dallas is absolutely devastated because they lost Luka. I think Anthony Davis puts on an all-time performance tonight and carries them to victory. That's my prediction.
I do not disagree with you on that. I talked about tonight's games this morning. I don't have money on that one, but I lean to Dallas to cover the spread. It's like a 4.5 point spread, which I think is really too high. I mean, I think Dallas is just being undervalued right now because they have just sucked with all the injuries that they've had, but they have everybody back except for Kyrie now. So they have AD back. They have Lively back. Gafford is back. Washington is back. And if you think I do think they're going to show up for this game. And I think one main reason why they will is because Sacramento is the team that they were playing when Kyrie got injured and had that horrific leg injury or whatever it was. That was against Sacramento.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to play really well. And Sacramento, they got their own issues. I mean, they fired their coach not that long ago. They got Malik Monk is out, so one of their best scorers is out. And Dallas obviously has the experience edge. And I think they got the coaching edge with Kidd. So yeah. I agree with you.
Sacramento's been disappointing all season. I don't understand really the dynamics of their issues. They traded away De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs, correct?
Right, yep.
So, I mean, they gave up what looked like he was going to be kind of a perennial star for them, and now he's moved on. So
they got Levine, though, and he's a pretty good player.
Yeah, he's playing well. He's playing probably as well as he ever has. I'm just not a huge fan of his. He's a kind of a streaky scorer. It's going to be interesting. He kind of reminds me of Levine reminds me of Devin Booker. And I know that's going to offend a lot of people, but
brutal.
I really don't like Devin Booker.
The Phoenix Suns, who are dead at this point.
Well, this is the weird thing about Devin Booker. Everyone's always expected him to be like, the best player on a championship team. Motherfucker can't. He's got Kevin goddamn Durant, and he can't even get into the play-in. Are you kidding me? There's something wrong with that team. There's something wrong with him. There's no leadership on that team. It's unbelievable.
I agree. And Durant and Beal were both like on the verge of getting traded, and then they both, I think, declined trades. So they both stayed, but it was like they still didn't want to be there. And then Beal got hurt, and Durant was hurt, and I don't know.
Bradley Beal got a $200 million contract with a no trade clause. No other fucking player in the NBA, I think, other than maybe LeBron, has a no trade clause. It's absolutely insane.
That's right. 2 shows in a row with me, Clint. It's gonna be a great night.
Yeah. It's fun, dude. I don't have a lot of fans that actually like professional sports. So.
Yeah. So you think Chicago's going to beat my bet here and beat Miami? You think I agree with you on Dallas. I'll give them the outright win in that one, and then it probably doesn't even matter, right? Because then it would be Dallas would wind up having to play Memphis. You think Memphis takes that one though?
Oh God, that's a tough one, man. I think it depends on Ja's ankle. If it's like, if he just tweaked it and he's fine on Friday, I think they'll probably pull it out. If he's hobbled at all, I think Dallas will run away with it.
I mean, if it is Dallas, I think Dallas, I mean, again, they're going to have the experience edge. So I think Dallas would definitely have a chance in that game. And I believe
they have a chance. They have a chance regardless. I just want to make that clear.
That would be even more interesting though, because Dallas, the last time they played was against Memphis. I'm pretty sure was the last game of the regular season, and I think like neither team played any of their starters, and Dallas lost by like 50.
Oh, interesting.
So I think Dallas would be kind of pissed off by that.
Well, I just want to be very clear. I think that Dallas has a chance against Memphis regardless. I was just very impressed with the heart of the Grizzlies in the late third to the fourth quarter against the Warriors. They really they showed me something. Just to shift back to the East, I think that the Heat. I've been forced to watch a ton of Heat games because I don't get.
That's right. It's where you are.
Yeah, I don't have NBA League Pass.
They're up 14 right now, by the way.
Well, don't tell me. I'm recording it.
Oh shit.
I have NBA League Pass, so I just wanted to say. I guess now this makes my prediction prescient that like the Heat are not bad. Like their record shows them to be shit ever since the Butler trade, but they are really not bad. They have flashes. They have moments. Adebayo and the white chocolate kid. Like
Hero, right?
Yeah, Tyler Hero. He
He's
can
sick.
light it up. Yeah, so I think they've got a chance. Well, now we know that they definitely have a chance because they're.
Yeah, well, I think they have. I mean, they have Spoelstra, so that was basically what tipped the scales for my bet here. Was that the coaching huge advantage there and some experience edge there, even though they don't have Butler. But then, of course, they're gonna have to play Atlanta after. So Atlanta sucks. Atlanta's defense sucks.
I don't like Atlanta at all.
I think Miami. If Miami wins this, they could beat Atlanta. Miami's got the better defense, so I think you could see Miami get in as the 8th seed here. It may happen.
It's a real possibility. The Heat just have a ton of experience, and they have a chip on their shoulder because I know that they're fucking pissed about having their season totally derailed. They had 2 months of Jimmy Butler fucking sitting out, getting suspended.
Yeah.
Just being Jimmy Butler, and then they finally get rid of him. They lose a ton of games, but they're still they still have that championship heart because they were in the finals just a couple of years ago.
Right. Unfortunately, I don't want to remember that, but the Celtics almost became the first team to erase the 3-0 deficit, and they had game 7 at home. Come on, man.
Dude, I'm so appreciative of the Heat fucking knocking you guys out. So
got injured. Oh, man.
the Lakers had a pretty easy championship run. Because
and as far as I'll just mention one more thing. I think Memphis, after that game that they played against Golden State and almost beating them, that could kind of hang them over a little bit into this next game. So Memphis could get taken out, which would be kind of crazy, but it could happen.
Oh, it definitely could. Oh, I'm telling you, dude, if John Morant is not right, Anthony Davis is a fucking problem. I know everyone hates on him because he's injured all the time.
He's a great player.
When he's healthy, that dude is a freak of nature. So,
yeah, physical, very good on defense. He can do everything pretty much. This guy, I think, is referencing Douglas Murray here. I'm not allowed to talk about sports, man, because I don't play sports, although I played intramurally.
Have you ever been on the hard court?
Yeah, only in intramurals, man, in college. Player coach, baby.
So
semifinalist that one year.
I played basketball for, I don't know, 10 years, but just when I was a kid.
Well, you're tall at least. All right, so
no, I wasn't. I quit by the time I got tall, which was
shit, stupid. Really?
Yeah, dude, I was 5'4" when I tried out for the freshman squad. I went to. This is a little brief story. If you want to take the bracket down, so we could.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Go full screen. No, I'm just kidding. This is fine. All right. So I was 5'4", 97 pounds, freshman year of high school, and I was absolutely obsessed with basketball. Absolutely obsessed. Huge Lakers fan, and I was like, I'm gonna try out for my high school basketball squad. Now,
what? I was trying to just go to you, man. Here we go. No,
don't go full screen. Don't go full screen on either of us. This is just conversation.
All right.
Anyways, so I'm 5'4", 97 pounds. This is not an exaggeration. I am a fucking tiny little guy. And I'm like, I think, this doesn't sound like a real thing, like a real challenge to most people, because everybody thinks making your freshman basketball squad, not a problem. I want people to understand. My graduating class had 1,000 students. Just my class, not my school. My fucking class had 1,000 kids. So there was 500, give or take, boys in my freshman high school class.
That's insane.
And over 100 tried out for the freshman basketball squad. It was 30 days every single day, 7 days a week, and we had to run at least 5 miles every day. But it wasn't just 5 miles. It'd be 5 miles straight, and then it'd be 5 miles of what do they call those stadiums where you do the stairs?
Yeah, you run up the stairs. Yeah,
yeah, and then you do 5 miles of breakdowns. And then every day. So we had to run I think it was a sub 6-minute mile, and I could barely do it. It was really fucking hard. I did that,
that is brutal.
Yeah. So 30 days of that, right? And as a consequence, because there's 500 kids, or there's over 100 kids that are trying out. So so by the end of 30 days, probably half of them have quit because it's just too hard. It's just too hard. I mean, I am like unbelievably committed, and I'm not the most talented. I'm obviously fucking small. I can't jump. I've got a decent handle on a decent shot because I love basketball, but that's it. That's all I got.
Just like me.
Yeah, right. And then just half court shot specialist, just like you. Anyways, oh, by the way, I would also play in the summer from sunrise to sunset. Like, I was obsessed with basketball. I was totally psychotic. Wow. But anyways, I get down to the last 20 guys, and they have final cuts. And they cut people based off of what their actual cut mark was. So 20th guy gets called in, he gets cut. And it's like, and it just keeps dropping down. It's like 19, 18, 17. I'm still sitting there. I'm still sitting in the room, like waiting for the coach to not call my name. Because if I get in the final 12, I'm in.
Right. 12 players on the roster. Yeah.
14th kid gets called. It's not me.
You weren't Bubble Boy, were you?
I'm in. Like I got like there's 13 guys sitting here. I'm sure I'm better than some of these motherfuckers. I gotta have made the team. 13th name gets called. Clint, come into my office, and I'm like, so I was Bubble, and I still remember this to this day. This is no bullshit. My head coach, I think at one point he actually coached for the Aztecs, San Diego State, but he brings me into the office and he goes, Clint, if every player on this team he goes, look, you're not tall enough, you're not fast enough, you can't jump, you're not athletic enough, blah blah blah. He lays it all out why he's cutting me, and he goes, but if everybody on this team wanted it as bad as you, if everybody had the heart that you do, we would win the championship every year. And like I still take that away as like kind of a silver lining in it, but I shit you not, it was raining that day, and I walked home from school crying in the rain the entire way.
Pussy.
and I still remember it. So anyways, that's my story.
Man. But him saying that, like, wouldn't that indicate that you should be on the team?
I mean, that just goes to show how pathetic I was athletically and everything else, that he's just like, you're an unbelievable superstar in terms of spirit and heart and everything and intelligence, but like, you just suck. You gotta go.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you could say that to like a retard too, just somebody that like can't play physically at all. You got the heart though, man. But it's the Special Olympics.
I was 13th man on the roster, so I was cut, and he told me, he said, Clint, you're gonna get a growth spurt here. I know you will. Come back next season. Like I think you'll make it. Like almost certainly you'll make it. And then I discovered girls and I discovered partying, and I never tried out again.
Well, basketball can help you get the girls, right? Not in my case.
But by the way, the next year I was 5'11", so I grew 7 inches. I went from 5'4" to 5'11". By the next year I was 6 foot. By the next year I was 6'1". And it's like, God, I should have stuck with it. Anyways.
Man, well, I don't know what that's like, but all right. Back to these brackets. Are we just gonna go down? Like, you want to do West first, just because it's on the left, or how do you want to do this? I mean, the Thunder are gonna beat the 8 seed. I don't think we're.
Yeah, I say we just go 8-1. Left, like west to east, Just go back and forth.
So I assume you're going Thunder in that game against the unknown as of yet 8 seed.
Who? Yes, I mean
it's either going to be Memphis, Dallas, or Sacramento.
Yeah, I don't see any of those 3 teams. I think Dallas could win a game. That's it though.
Yeah, I think Dallas, out of those 3, I think Dallas would have the best shot, just again because of the experience. But yeah, they would not beat the Thunder.
No, I think they could take them to 5, but that's about it.
Yeah. Dallas also, who did they beat Minnesota last year in the conference finals, right? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
I think Dallas might have beaten. Did they beat I don't remember. They beat maybe either Denver or the Thunder. Because I was thinking, like, are the Thunder going to have revenge on their mind too? I don't know. Doesn't matter. The Thunder will win that series, though.
The Thunder are spectacular. We should take a minute to just point that out. Like, people, like, yes, they're young. Yes, they have no playoff experience. But in terms of point differential, I think that they have the best point differential, or like top 3
in
NBA history. Every team that's ever had a point differential like this, where they're winning by, I think, an average of 11 or 12 points, has gone on to win the championship. I think that they are the favorite across the board. If they had any experience, I would be like, they're absolutely winning the championship. Because they don't have experience, I can't say that.
I am pretty much on board with that. They have the best odds to win the championship right now, but the West is way more difficult than the East, I think, and
it's fucking hard,
the experience might catch up to them at some point, even though they were in the playoffs last year. They won, I think, 1 series last year, so they have a little bit, but I think it takes a little bit more than that, I think.
Usually,
typically.
I mean, it's very rare to see a almost universe. I mean, they're one of the youngest teams in basketball, so
yeah,
if they can make a deep run, if they can make it to the finals even, I think that would be a victory for them, despite the fact that their record says that they ought to win the championship.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think, pretty much in agreement with that. And then we got Cavs are in the 1-8 matchup over there against either Miami, Chicago, or Who is it going to? Who did I say? Atlanta. Oh, by the way, I think we can write off the 10 seeds, by the way, which are Miami and Sacramento, because a 10 seed, since they've started the structure, has never actually made it into the playoffs.
I wouldn't sleep on Miami. I think Miami's got a chance. But
yeah,
I mean, no one's in terms of a 10 seed and getting to the playoffs. I mean, in terms of them actually beating the Cavs if they get the 8 seed, like no, it was Miami, Atlanta, and who? And Chicago.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I actually like Chicago. I like their.
They have Josh Giddey, man, Giddey.
Yeah, well, I'm not
the former Thunder player and possible pedophile.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about him, but I like that Afro kid, the point guard they got.
I can't even remember his name. Why do I keep forgetting his name?
I don't know. I can't remember. But
and I saw them in person. They beat the Celtics in Boston when I went to that game.
Yeah. They're not bad. But I think that the Cavs roll it up, probably a sweep.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably Thunder and Cavs probably both win in a sweep. I would imagine. I could see maybe that opponent winning one game if it's like Dallas or maybe the Heat. The Heat have the experience out of those three teams, but yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't really see it.
I don't think. I mean, the Heat without Butler, if they win more than one game against the Cavs, I'd be shocked.
I mean, I think it's possible just because these are playoff series. You go on the road to that other team's venue, and that other team might have that one game where they just go crazy. But other than that, no.
All right, 7-2.
The 7-2, yeah, over on the West.
Rockets Warriors. That's a fucking interesting series. What are you feeling?
I think Golden State is going to win that series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what the odds are? Warriors got to be.
Warriors. Despite being a 7 seed, the Warriors are a minus 200 favorite to win that series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's on the road at Houston.
Rockets have Ime Udoka, right?
Yeah, he's their coach, yeah.
Yeah, former
Celtic coach. Very good defensive coach. The Rockets, I just think they're too inexperienced, man. They had a really good season. They're really good. Sure. Good defensively, but Warriors experience, I think, is just going to knock them out. And the Warriors have Butler now.
It's a bummer for the Rockets because I feel like the Rockets match up pretty well with the Timberwolves. Had they been slotted with them, I think that they probably get through that series. I just think that Butler and Curry are just something else, man. And the experience there is astronomical comparatively. So I would lean Warriors, but I do like the Rockets, and
I like them too. Yeah.
In terms of size and physicality, like they could give them some problems in the paint. So I don't know. It's going to be an interesting series. I think it goes 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a sweep. I mean, you can kind of see their odds actually listed right there in game 1. Houston's a 1.5 point favorite in game 1 right now.
Okay.
So, I mean, they are at home, which indicates that the Warriors are actually the better team. Warriors are one of the heaviest favorites ever, actually, as a 7 seed. I think maybe they're only the second team ever to actually even be a favorite as a 7 seed.
Yeah, I bet the Lakers were last year.
I saw what it was. I forget who it was. Whoever it was, I think it was the Spurs. I don't remember what year it was, and I think whatever it was, they did win that series, whatever year it was.
I would say like the only variable that and this is kind of shitty to say that I think the only way the Rockets win, but if Curry gets that fucking finger caught up in a screen or something and it just yoinks it, that's on a shooting hand, man. That'd be really bad. So
yeah, that's true.
But overall, I think Warriors in 6.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Warriors are too loaded. Houston, we got to see if they're healthy, too. I mean, I don't know. Vin Fleet has been hurt for a lot of the year, but we'll see. I think he is fine now.
I heard he's back, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's back. 7-2 over on the other side there. Celtics Magic.
Oh, that's a sweepy deepy.
I don't know. I think it's probably going to be a gentleman's sweep. The Celtics, recent years, man, they've lost games to the Magic. Like, the Magic play pretty physical defense, which does fairly well against the Celtics. Like those physical big guards of the Magic. I think the Magic probably win one game in the series.
It's possible.
Celtics win, though.
Yeah, that series is not going to be entertaining to me, personally.
I'm just happy I get to see the Magic in person in their current iteration, although Suggs won't be there. But I'm like, all right, sweet, I'll go to that game. Going to go to one game every series, but game one, Sunday.
Banchero kind of reminds me of a little bit of a young Charles Barkley, a little bit, but not really. I don't know. He's a talent. Like
Well, yeah, he's big and he can do a lot of different things. So
yeah.
he's big for a guard. They got big guards, man. But the Celtics have physical guards as well. So Celtics are just way too deep as well. So
Celtics are fucking insanely good, dude. I think the only reason that they got the 2 seed is because, well, one, the Cavs played out of their minds, and also the Celtics are just like, yeah, we're the champions. Like, we don't need this.
Yeah. I mean, they had games where they just didn't give a shit, including that game that I went to. I think they just were like, we could show up and probably beat the Bulls, and they did not beat the Bulls.
Almost every game that they lost this year, it was like, didn't the Lakers beat them shorthanded, like without LeBron or something crazy?
Yeah, like most of the Celtics losses this year were games where the Celtics were like, yeah, whatever. Like we could probably easily win this game. It just didn't show up. Like they lost a lot of games as double-digit home favorites, which, by the way, they are on Sunday. They're 14.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I think it was like either AD or LeBron were out, and Reeves just went off on him. Some crazy game. It was months ago. But anyways, point being, Celtics only lose when they're not geared up, and they're going to be geared up.
Yeah, you made fun of me for it. I was like, Clint, they were sitting everybody. And I think it was a back-to-back, too. I think the Celtics had played the previous night, too. I don't know.
Yeah, but
whatever it was.
But the Lakers were missing one of their best players.
I suppose that's true. All right, 3-6 over in the West is your LA Lakers against the T-Wolves.
If you didn't catch that, the 3-6 Mafia, I'm disappointed in you.
Oh, 3-6 Mafia? I did not catch that. So you can
Mafia.
You can be very disappointed in me then.
This is a great series. Even though I'm a massive homer for the Lakers. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts. Go.
I mean, the Lakers are obviously the favorite. I don't think this is out of reach for the T-Wolves. The T-Wolves are a good team. I mean, they got experience. I believe they were in the conference finals last year, although I think that trade was bad where they traded KAT for Randall. I mean, I've never been a fan of Randall. I think he's overrated. Doesn't play defense. I
don't like Cat either. I hate both those players.
I think he's better than Randall, though. And I don't know, man. Gobert, I just think is kind of overrated, too. So I think the Lakers probably win this series, but I think it's probably a close series.
I think Gobert is going to be benched for a lot of this because
he might be. Because it's all going to be about Edwards pretty much at this point.
Because Gobert doesn't match up well. They're going to put him in the fucking pick and roll over and over again because you're going to have Rui playing the center. You're going to have Gobert covering Rui, who's like a really solid 3-point shooter, as AD and Luka and LeBron all put him in the spin cycle. Like, get the fuck out of here. I think he's going to be a massive liability because it's funny because in the olden times in the 90s, like if you had a dominant big and the other team didn't, like you were going to win 95% of the time. And now it's like kind of the opposite where like if you have a guy who's big and slow and the other team's playing small and they can shoot, they're going to fucking light you up. The Lakers are shooting much better from 3 this season than they did in the past 5. So I think Reeves is very special. Obviously, Anthony Edwards is an incredible talent. He's also very streaky. Sometimes he disappears. Kind of reminds me of Kevin Durant in that way. Like he'll just or even Booker. Like Booker will just like vanish for a quarter, and you're like, is he on the court? And he is. He's just not doing anything. So it's going to be interesting if he comes like, Jordan, Eye of the Tiger. It'll be an interesting series. If he has Anthony Davis / Devin Booker moments where he just vanishes for a quarter, they are fucked.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think the T-Wolves probably get maybe a couple of games in that series, but they still will not win it. I mean, I think the Lakers just have too much depth. Both teams have a lot of experience. I guess probably the one advantage the T-Wolves might have is that they're probably the better defensive team. I think the Lakers downgraded themselves defensively with that Luka trade.
A little bit, but statistically it doesn't show it. They've actually played really, really good defense based off of like points allowed and shit. But
I don't know, man. I saw a stretch. Some defensive numbers had them like below 20th in the NBA over a stretch of like 10 games there down the stretch there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it was when they first got Luka. Actually, like right after they got rid of AD, they were playing the best D of their entire season.
Yeah, it kind of surprised me. I think it tailed off a little bit after that, but yeah.
Yeah, it did. But also, like, Luka seems to be getting in a groove. He's playing really well right now. He was off for a little bit. So I think that he's got He's got a lot of vengeance in him too. You know, a lot of people have talked shit about him. He's fat. He's out of shape. That's why he got traded.
That was me saying that.
That was you too, yeah. But I think Luka's a very, very special talent. I mean, a guy who's able to play at 6'7", still play beneath the rim. Unbelievable court vision. Very solid 3-point shooter. Unbelievable in the pick and roll. His decision making is, unbelievably superior to anybody else. Like, it's just amazing. His passing is fucking always on point. I think him and LeBron, I could say almost all the same things about LeBron. I think all them two are just such a problem. And then when you have a third, like Austin Reeves, it's just a fucking nightmare. I mean, it's just an absolute nightmare for teams. The big shortcoming the Lakers have is they don't have a solid big.
Right.
So we'll see if that matters.
Right. And also, I think you can score on the Lakers, in the paint as well, which is kind of what you were just alluding to. I don't even know what else I was going to say. I was going to say, when I've watched Luka play, which I did in person once last year as well, to me, he doesn't seem like a killer to me.
Luka?
Like LeBron is, I would say Anthony Edwards is. I don't think Luka is.
I think LeBron's played 3 times as many seasons as Luka, and I think Luka has more game winners. Luka is a absolute killer. You're out of your fucking mind. The kid's a psychopath. He's got no nerves ever. He always wants the last shot. He's like as killer as killer gets.
All right, we'll see.
If he doesn't have a game winner in this series, I'd be surprised. He's so fucking killer.
There might be some close games. So
that is such a weird take by you. You really don't like Luka. You call him fat. You say his fucking Achilles is going to blow up. He's not a killer. Doesn't have a killer.
Yeah, he looks sad.
LeBron, if anything, is the non-closer. LeBron's the guy who's going to pass.
I've argued that too. I don't think LeBron is very clutch.
Well, he's going to pass for the closing shot. The point is he's got 2 elite shooters that are more than willing to close it out in AR and Luka. So I think
I'd probably rather have Luka taking that shot if I was you. Yeah.
I like my turkeys jive. I like my Palestinians alive. Lakers in 5. All
right. I'll go Lakers in 6. We'll go.
I just wanted to say Lakers in 5. I honestly think it's Lakers in 6.
Charles, what's up, man? Charles, avid listener of the show. Thanks, man.
Hey,
LeBron should retire.
Hey, Charles, shut off your computer and stop watching. I'm fucking done with you, dude.
Oh, man. All right. The other 3-6 Mafia game over here, Knicks Pistons. I don't know if there's a whole lot to say about this one. Is there?
Knicks in 5.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Knicks probably win this pretty easily. They're a big favorite in the first game, 7.5, as you can see there. Pistons, cool story. I mean, Cade Cunningham, really good young player. Yeah, total he's inexperience. Talented. I mean, the Knicks, even though Thibodeau is getting a lot of shit right now, like probably going to get fired if they don't do something this year, which they're not going to do anything because they're going to run into the Celtics. And the Knicks have been completely unable to beat the Celtics. But I do think the Knicks easily get by the Pistons.
Yes.
They got the experience. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, like I said, I think that I really kind of thought that upgraded their team. But Brunson's going to have to be healthy. I don't know what his status is right now.
If he's not healthy, then the Pistons have a chance. But I would say Knicks in 5 or 6 at most.
Yeah, and OG Anunoby has been hurt as well. Josh Hart, a bunch of injuries there. But I think, the Knicks probably get it together and win that series pretty easily. All right, let's 4-5 Nuggets Clippers
series. This is the fun series.
I think this is the closest series. I think
4-5 on both sides are almost always the best in the first round of the playoffs, and this year is no exception. Nuggets Clippers is going to be spectacular. You've obviously got Jokic, who's greatest big maybe ever. You've got Kawhi, who's finally healthy for the first time in my lifetime. Clippers are playing out of their mind. I think they have the best record over the last 20 games. I hate the Clippers. I hate everything about them. I love Kawhi Leonard. He's a Aztec, so it fucking sucks that he's on their team. At one point, we thought that we were going to get either him or Paul George. We ended up getting neither, and that ended up being great for the Lakers. So fuck the Clippers. Eat shit. I do expect – I think – this is such a hard call. Give me your analysis before I decide.
Oh, boy. This is the hardest one to call for sure. I mean Nuggets do have the home court advantage, but I mean, it hasn't really seemed to be that much of an advantage down the stretch here, even though it is going to be like a coastal team having to go into high elevation here. But Nuggets, they fired their coach like pretty recently too, so they're kind of in disarray here. I mean, the Clippers just seem like they're coalescing more. I would probably give it to the Clippers in 7. So them winning on Denver's floor, I think the Clippers probably win the series, even though Denver does have the experience edge. I don't love the Clippers. I think Harden is never going to win a championship. But
I'm going a different direction on this. I say if it goes 6, the Clippers win. If it goes 7, the Nuggets win. I just think that yes, Kawhi's obviously spectacular in the clutch, and he's a closer for sure. But Harden, if it gets to a game 7, that dude always shits the bed. Always.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him do it against the Celtics, whenever that was.
You know what's funny, though, is that Westbrook is kind of a bed shitter himself.
He is.
So he could shit the bed for the Nuggets.
That's true. I don't think either one of them is ever going to win a title. They're the two guys. I'm like, they're never going to win. And they were on the same team a long time ago on the Thunder and never won with Durant.
And Durant may have never won had he not gone to the Warriors.
Yeah, that was an insane team. And for them to never have won it is crazy. Although I think at least one of those years they had to run into that Spurs team. But
well, yeah, and they were all like toddlers. They were like 22,
that's
24,
true.
25.
Yeah, but the Nuggets firing their coach just kind of a wild decision. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that bodes well for them. But yeah,
I feel like you could look back on OKC and OKC now and feel the same way that you do about OKC 20 years ago, potentially.
Yeah,
how they have just all these superstars that go on to be, MVP caliber guys that were all on the same team at the same time, and they never got it done. I hope they never get it done, because if they don't, that means the Lakers probably make the finals.
Yeah. Pacers Bucks, kind of an interesting one in this one.
Yeah, Dame is out because that blood clot, so that's going to be tough, dude.
He is out. We don't know when he's coming back either. Yeah.
I kind of like the Pacers, despite the fact that I fucking hate their gay point guard who shoots like a fucking retard, but he tends to make it a lot. What's his name?
Halliburton.
Yeah, dude. That dude's gay as hell. He's always kicking it with that white chick from the WNBA. What's her name?
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Because they both play in Indiana. Are they dating? What's the deal? No, she has a boyfriend from Iowa. What? Did she dump him?
No, he's gay, dude. Like, he's for real gay.
Halliburton is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
He quote tweeted someone, some other player or commentator was talking shit about him, and he quote tweets them, and he's like, "Why don't you tell people why you really don't like me?" And it was like, it was obvious the insinuation is because he's gay.
Like, wow. Well, his name is like Dick Cheney's company there, whatever. Dick Cheney's oil company, Halliburton.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the ugliest shot I've ever seen in my fucking life, and he still makes a pretty good percentage. It's so strange.
I saw him play live last year. I was at that Celtics Pacers playoff game with the Jaylen Brown 3 from the corner. Celtics comeback that sent it into overtime. That was a wild game.
It was a great game. Did you?
I was in row 1.
Did Halliburton look as terrible in person as I would imagine?
No, he was all right. He had a pretty good game.
No. I'm saying his fucking form, dude.
Oh, I would say it was weird.
It's so strange.
I wouldn't say it was gay, but I mean,
he shoots it like a fucking preschooler shoots it because the basketball's too heavy for you, and then his family like never told him to stop shooting like a retard. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's just the way he knows, man. Kind of like me with my push off half court shots. But yeah, I think the Pacers should win this series, and the Bucks just have way too many injuries. Even though I think the Bucks would like to get revenge because this is the same series as last year. Last year, I think this was the 3-6 matchup. I think the Pacers were the 6 and they won. The Bucks never were healthy and they're still not healthy. Like you said, Lillard is hurt. Giannis, I assume, is playing, but he's always dealing with injuries. I think the Pacers win the series.
Oh, I'd be shocked if the Pacers don't win it, but I will say this. Giannis is still a fucking freak and he could absolutely win 4 games on his own. Like, he could do it. But I would still give him maybe 15% chance of pulling it out. So I think by far first round, closest series, Nuggets Clippers. Like, that's the one that everyone's going to be really like. Almost everything else looks like chalk. I mean, obviously Rockets Warriors isn't chalk because it's 7-2, but in terms of betting line, the Warriors are huge favorites. So I would imagine like every favorite. I don't even know what's the betting line on Nuggets Clippers.
It's like straight up a pick 'em.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
it's like even between the two teams.
We're reading it right along the same lines as the handicappers. So I think I'm gonna go Thunder, Clippers, Lakers, and I got to go Warriors. Even though I want to pick against them, I really, really do, and I really hope the Rockets knock them out. Then I go obviously Cavs, Pacers, Knicks, Celtics. So straight chalk on the East.
I agree with all of those. I had the same.
Well, that's not a good sign.
I mean,
I don't ever want to agree with Toad.
I mean, I'm picking all favorites there, except Nuggets Clippers. I don't even know who the favorite is because there isn't a favorite. They're both. It's an even matchup, so it's who knows pretty much.
Yeah,
one's tough.
I will say this though: picking against Jokic is kind of retarded. Like that dude is spectacular.
He lost last year though.
He didn't lose in the first round, did he?
No, not in the first round. But they were not a 4 seed either.
Yeah, but I think that was the Western Conference Finals. This is
it was the semifinals, right? I don't even remember now.
I don't know, but regardless, if Jokic gets knocked out in the first round, that is a catastrophe. I mean, especially after they fire their coach with fucking 4 games left to go in the season, and then they get knocked out in the first round. What a dysfunctional fucking organization.
An experienced coach though, it's bad.
I don't understand it. Like, what is the fucking advantage of firing your coach?
The coach they fired won the championship with them 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know. But
I forget his name, but yeah.
Luka was in the finals last year, and they're like, get rid of him.
Well, they were in, I think they lost in the conference semifinals, but I'd have to look that up. I think they lost to Minnesota, and then Minnesota lost to Dallas.
Yeah, no,
I could be wrong about that.
I was talking about Luka.
Yeah.
He lost in the finals and played out of his mind, despite your fucking weird analysis of his playing.
Celtics dominated them in that series, though, so whatever he did wasn't enough.
Celtics were historic, like one of the historic best teams.
All right, you want to do these matchups that we have as hypothetical matchups now? You want to get through those, and then we'll go do Tower Gang?
Yeah, let's bang them out.
So we got Thunder against the Clippers is who we both had winning that series.
Yeah, I think it's Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, so do I. Yeah, I mean,
unless Kawhi is just otherworldly. If he's otherworldly, they've got a chance. But other than that, I'd say like clear favorite in that series would be the Thunder.
Kawhi might not even play every game. He's too old. And like I said, Nuggets and Clippers both have one guy who I said never will win at all. Thunder are going to beat the winner of that. And then you're going to have Lakers against Warriors.
Another hell of a series.
That would be a huge, that series would be insane. That would be a tough series, man. Probably a close line on that series.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to pick the Lakers, but it really boils down to, like, I know it's weird that I don't respect Jimmy Butler because playoff Jimmy is a real thing, but like he doesn't scare me. Like Steph scares me.
Yeah.
So that if Steph goes unconscious shooting, obviously they got a real shot. If he has 3 bad games or even 2 bad games, they lose the series, I think.
Yeah, even though Butler did beat the Celtics that season, unfortunately, 2 years ago with the pretty big underdog Heat team there. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't know. I don't trust Butler. I mean, there's a reason why he doesn't stick with the team. I would give the Lakers the edge there. I would go Lakers, but I think it's pretty close.
Oh, it's definitely not a slam dunk. Like the Lakers, the West is so fucking stacked that every series, other than the Thunder series, if it goes the other direction, I wouldn't be shocked. If the Rockets knock the Warriors out, not going to be shocked. If the T-Wolves knock the Lakers out, not going to be shocked. If the Nuggets knock the Clippers out, not going to be shocked. It's like it's kind of a pick 'em. It's not a pick 'em, but you know what I mean. It's like it could happen.
Right. I think there are only 5 teams that really I don't see any team other than these 5 teams being able to win it all, and that would be Thunder, Cavs, Celtics, Lakers, and Warriors. There's no other team that's going to win it besides those 5.
Thunder, god damn it, we're going to agree again. I hate it when this happens.
Thunder, Cavs, Celtics, Warriors, and Lakers.
Actually, no, I don't think that the Warriors can win it. I don't.
Okay.
So I've got 4.
Okay.
I think Thunder, Lakers, Celtics, Cavs are the only teams that can win it.
All right.
Which is very insulting to the Rockets in the 2 seed, but I'm just being honest.
Yeah, and somewhat to the Knicks is the 3, but the East is just terrible. So then we would have in the East we would have Cavs against the Pacers.
Cavs Pacers is going to be. I think they're going to roll them.
Yeah,
and then Knicks Celtics. I think Celtics probably roll the Knicks, even though like if the Knicks are healthy, blah blah blah, like it could be a really fun series because they hate each other. They've kind of got a rivalry. So
Celtics have won like 9 games in a row, I think, against them or something like that.
Yeah, that could be
against the Knicks. Yeah, they've dominated the Knicks the last couple of seasons,
which is amazing because the Knicks have been very good the past couple of seasons. So, all right, so then we got, let's say it's Celtics versus Cavs and Thunder versus, I don't know, you pick Lakers or Warriors.
I have Thunder against the Lakers, and then Celtics Cavs.
Sorry, I wasn't reading the chat. I didn't see that.
No, I'm keeping my wardrobe, man. I'm not a faggot.
I will say this: if the Lakers can get to the Western Conference Finals, I think that's when the experience overwhelms the Thunder. But I'm not at all confident that the Lakers will make the Western Conference Finals. I think they've got it. Like, it's going to be hard. If they get there, though, like, I think Luka will be chugging. I think fucking LeBron will be eye of the tiger. I got a chance at my my 5th ring to tie Kobe, do it in a Lakers uniform. I'm fucking 40 years old. I go down in history as like a legendary 40-year-old. Like, he's going to be out of his mind. Austin Reeves has the worst defender, worst perimeter defender. He's going to go ballistic. But as I've said, Thunder are fucking spectacular. So that's going to be I hope that happens because that will be a fun series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thunder, I mean, they have the easier path. So, like, if I was just filling out a bracket, I would give the Thunder the nod there in the Western Conference Championship, just because I think they're way more likely to even be there. Because, I mean, that group that the Lakers are in down there is, like, so chaotic. It's crazy.
It's absolutely vicious.
It's going to be. If the Lakers do get there, they definitely have a shot. As you said, with the experience, they have a shot to beat the Thunder just based on experience.
Yeah.
And then
two MVPs. I mean, you got LeBron and Luka prime. I mean, it's going to be tough.
Yeah. And over on the East, I think the Celtics path is actually probably easier than the Cavs. I mean, the Pacers were in the conference finals last year. Like, they don't play any defense, but they can score like crazy. I mean, they are good.
It all comes.
They got experience.
It all comes down to the Knicks and how they play. Like, if the Knicks really play well, I could see them pushing them to 6 games. Other than that, like, I think it's almost assured it's going to be Celtics Cavs in the finals or the Eastern Conference Final.
I agree.
I lean towards the Celtics, but you're more focused on the Eastern Conference, so I'm curious what your thoughts are.
I am, and throughout the season,
you're also a massive homer, so who knows what you're going to say here.
Well, no, because like if you see my betting, like I've bet against the Celtics quite a bit this year, and I've done well betting on the Celtics games, either on or against them. And the Celtics, when you want to bet on them, is when they're off like a really bad loss, and they actually do really well on the road. Like, their worst games are when they're at home and they think they can win easily. So that means they're going to lose game 1, right? Because they think that maybe not, because they're going to be focused just because it's a playoff game for once. But I would go Celtics over Cavs. I mean, the Celtics have the experience there. I mean, they looked even during the regular season. But maybe
the Cavs make it interesting or no?
Yes, but I think it was a 2-2 season series, I think, between the two teams. I think each team won 2 games, and I think they split 1-1 each on home and road as well. I was at the game that the Celtics won at home against the Cavs the first time they played them, which was the Cavs' first loss of the season. The Celtics were winning that game by like 25 points in the middle of the third quarter, and then they almost lost.
Mm-hmm.
So the Celtics, again, they lose focus when they think it's easy and, oh, shit, like this thing is over. So they need to not do that. But I would give it to the Celtics.
Yeah, I give it to the Celtics too. I think Celtics in 6. I go, like, if I take my homer cap off and I just look at the unbelievably challenging road that the Lakers have, and I assume that it's someone other than the Lakers that make the Western Conference Finals, I think that the Thunder get through to the finals, and I think it's Thunder versus Celtics, and the Celtics take them out. That's my guess. If the Lakers play really well, they get to the Western Conference Finals, I think that their experience might shine through. They get through the Thunder, then it's an unbelievable bracket lineup. I just want to point this out because then it's LeBron going into the finals either against the Cleveland Cavaliers, his home team, who he has won their one and only championship ever, or the Boston Celtics with the legendary lore of the Lakers versus Boston. Like, it is, I mean, either way, if it's Lakers in the finals versus either of those teams, it is going to be
the
gangbusters, right?
The league can't lose, basically. Like, that's what they want.
Yep.
Yeah, if the Lakers are the team that wins the Western Conference, the league is all set because they don't care which one of those teams they even play. Lakers Celtics obviously would be probably what they want because that's the biggest rivalry probably in sports, to be honest.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the moneymaker for sure. I'm just saying, in terms of, sports writer, it's a very fun story to tell. LeBron, the homegrown boy, going back there to fucking rip the heart out of his homegrown team. So it'd be
after winning it for that. Well, yeah, that would be a ridiculous storyline because he left them to go win a championship in Miami, then came back, won a championship for them, and now he could beat them again.
Well, he goes to Miami, wins 2, right? And then he goes to Cleveland.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, then he goes to Cleveland, wins 1 in a down 3-1 against the Warriors. Should have never fucking won that championship. That was insane. Then he goes full mercenary.
I hated it.
Then he goes full mercenary status, signs with the Lakers, wins a chip in 20 in the lockdown, shortened, weird-ass season.
I forgot about that, yeah.
This would be, this is like taking, fucking picking a $100 bill up off the floor. Like, at 40 years old, you get prime Luka Doncic just lands in your lap, and you end up going up against the fucking Celtics in the finals or the Cavs in the finals to win your 5th championship in a Lakers uniform to tie Kobe Bryant for 5 championships. It's a huge storyline. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, either one of those would be huge. And I will I'm going to have the Celtics in the championship over the Cavs, as I mentioned, and I'm going to have the Thunder in the championship against the Celtics, and I'll have the Celtics winning that based on experience. I think that would be a close matchup, man. And everybody, I think it's going to, if that's the matchup, I think it would be similar to last year where nobody was giving the Celtics a shot because, they haven't won anything yet. But I'm like, yeah, you have to build up that experience. So I really liked the Celtics to win the final last year. This year, I would like it again because people are going to be like, well, the Celtics never beat the Thunder. I think the Thunder are the only team in the NBA the Celtics didn't beat this year. The Thunder. Celtics were 0-2 against them. So everybody's going to be like, the Thunder, they can beat them this time. I don't know. Everybody likes the Thunder because they play fast, whatever. People seem to not like the Celtics. Maybe it's some hate in there because everybody outside of Boston hates the Celtics. I would give it to the Celtics. So I think the experience would carry them, even though they would be the road team in that series.
Yeah. I would say experience pays off. If it ends up being Celtics versus Thunder, I think Celtics win in 7. I really think highly of the Thunder. Otherwise, I would say that they probably take it in 5 or 6.
Yeah. But if the Celtics do it, they're going to have to win 2 road series against Cleveland and the Thunder if that's the path. So that's pretty difficult, even though they have been pretty good on the road.
As you said, they're better on the road than they are at home. So I'm not worried about that for the Celtics. I just hope that I get to see a miracle and see a 40-year-old superstar Lakers make it to the fucking finals. It would be so fun. So we'll see.
Yeah, man.
By the way, quick plugs. Liberty Lockdown. The last 2 episodes I did, I don't know how the hell it happened, but I hit the fucking the algorithmic gold mine. So the dozen people that are going to watch this, make sure you hop over there. And
you got 100 viewers live, man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I got over 30,000 views on my one from 4 days ago, and my one from last night is probably going to do 40,000 views. So this is the best shows, best episodes I've ever done. So if you guys subscribe, share it around, I'd appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe to Better Off Dead, because you better off doing that or you're going to be dead because of me.
That's right. I don't want to be dead. Hopefully my betting is working out here. I don't know. I do have that bet on the Heat here. I'm already off to a bad start today. Clint's latest episode is completely blowing up. I think because you shit on Douglas Murray. I'm pretty sure. So that's
that was the one 4 days ago, which got 30,000 views. The one from last night is like more of a macro discussion, and it looks like it's going to do 40,000 views, which is fucking crazy, dude. 40,000 views. I'm about to hit 25,000 subscribers. So to do more views than you have subscribers is always a good sign.
Yeah, you have you have 1,000 more subscribers than me? Is that what you just said? Or no, only 100 times more? Wow, whatever it is. I can't do math anymore.
Yes, it's 100 times more. It's
100 times more. 25,000, you said. All right, that is a ton of subscribers, man.
It's actually not. It's a very small amount for having done the show for, I think I've been on YouTube 3.5 years now. So
wow, then I really suck.
Not
All right,
but
everybody.
I did have to delete my catalog because I was sitting on 2 strikes, so it's not totally my fault.
Ooh. Don't have any strikes on this channel yet. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But
racial slur.
Yeah. Speaking of, well, I did throw the F slur out there a little while ago. Speaking of slurring and being banned from YouTube, Tower Gang is coming up in not too long, in 15 minutes or so. Tower Gang, go subscribe to the Patreon as well. Patreon.com/Tower Gang. Go check it out, man. And that's it. Better off dead, baby. Thanks, Clint.
Yeah, no problem, man.
We'll do it again at some point.
Hope people enjoyed it. Yeah, if the Lakers, maybe we'll do it before the conference finals.
All right, sounds good. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, everybody in the chat. Tower Gang, baby.
Hugs and kisses, bitches.
Peace.